All right. Well, have a happy Valentine's Day. All right.
What was that?
She said no. She said, I don't want to see your magic because you're weird. You got smoke coming out of places. What's your name? Brandon. Hi, Brandon Justin. Nice to meet you. Your name? George. Hey, George. How's it going, man?
Very good. Mac Freeze, Mac Pro.
Nice to meet you. We're going to try something here. Do me a favor, hold out your hand for me. I want you to grab a card, anyone you like. Actually, here's the way we're going to do it. Make it go first. Just say stop somewhere for me.
Stop.
Okay, don't let me see the card. Show it to everybody else. Show it to the camera. Make sure the camera sees it. You got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, here's what we're going to do. No. Here's what. It's not one of those tricks where I can't see it. Turn it over. Let me see it. It's okay.
Oh, no, now you can see it.
Yeah, I've seen this trick before. Watch the 4 diamonds. Here's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to take, if they can do this, one of the pips from one side to the other.
Whoa.
Make sure it's real. Make sure it's real.
Whoa.
Is it on there, really?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, there it is.
Damn.
Crazy. We'll do it again. Watch. Here we go.
All right.
Watch the next one. From here. Make sure it's real. Make sure. Yeah? Is it real?
Yeah, that's
real. It's kind of weird stuff, isn't it?
Damn.
One last time. Watch the next one. All we do is slow.
Wait.
Now go check it out, please. Yeah, make sure that is just a real card.
Certified.
Is it real?
It's real. Damn.
Now I did it slow, right? I did it slow. Let's do it kind of fast to get it right back to where we started with. Watch. 1, 2, 3. Check it out. Show the camera.
What? This man does tricks. I'll be one time, bro. Damn.
What's your name? Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Justin. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. You want to help us out?
Sure.
Cool. I want you to do me a favor. Grab any card you like. It's a free choice. Fair enough?
Okay.
Okay, anyone you like. Just go ahead and reach in. Grab anyone at all. Any card you want. All right, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Here, seriously, grab a card. Do it this way. Go ahead. Just reach in. Grab one. Now, you hesitated. Don't hesitate. Just grab one. Just grab one. Just grab one. Just grab one. Don't let me see it. Show the camera. Don't let me see the card. Yes. Okay, I think we did it good. All right. I'm going to take this card very slowly. Camera sees it. I'm going to place it back in the pack, and I'm going to find it in a very unique way. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. I got it. It's done. Hold out your hand for me. I think... no, it's not there. It's not there. Excuse me, 1 second. Hold on. I got to find... I think it's right about... Here, I got it. Hold out your hand. Can you have him hold out? Yeah? Hold your hands just like this for me. Right there. 1, 2. There's your... Oh, shoot, that's 2. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. Well, there might be an explanation for this, actually. What was your card?
The 7 of clubs.
7 of clubs? Here's the explanation. If you have a 3.5 of clubs and another 3.5, that would be 7. Is that correct? But here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. That's not really your card, is it?
No.
No. In fact, let's make it your card.
Do a trick on me.
Is that your card?
Yeah.
Cool. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Charlene.
Hi, Charlene. You want to help us out with something? Will you shuffle this up for me? I hate to ask you to hold these for you. Don't worry about it. I'll hold them. There we go. Wonderful. Mix them up really good. Oh, I'm her little table evidently too. That's kind of neat. There we go. Oh, put there. Yeah, one. Beautiful. Hand me the deck back. Are you confident those are shuffled well?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'd like you to just reach over and just peek at one card, any one. Don't let me see it though. Just and memorize it. Do you have a card? Did you see it? Yeah. You sure you got it in your mind?
Yeah.
Perfect. Listen to me very closely. I'm not going to look at the deck. I want you to send the thought of the card to me. Perfect. It's done. I know exactly what your card is. Do you know why? Because believe it or not, I actually took one card. I put it in my back pocket before the trick started. What was your card? Name it out loud for everybody to hear.
10 something.
10 of what?
Hearts.
Oh my God! I'll tell you what we'll do. I want you to reach it. What's your name again?
Uno.
Uno, do me a favor. Uno, grab a card for me, anyone at all. Just grab one. Don't let me see it. Show it to the camera. Don't let me see that card. You have it? Okay. Let me see the card. We'll put it back right about there.
Who is this? Who is this? Who is Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to try to find your card. Actually, you're going to find the card, okay? Here's what I want you to do. Just say stop. Right there. Would you believe that's the card? Would that be a good trick? Yeah?
Next one.
No, this one here. Would that be a good trick?
Go.
Well, you said stop, yes?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Show the camera. What was your card? What was it?
It's 5 of spades.
5 of spades. Show the 5 of spades, please. Go ahead.
Oh, shit. It's right, bro.
What's wrong?
Ain't nothing on there.
Oh my gosh, you have to use your imagination. Hold on, I have an idea. Watch. We'll do this. We'll place it right there. Don't take your eye off that white card. What was your card?
5 of spades.
5 of spades. Watch. Hopefully we can bring it into focus. Hopefully, watch. It's coming into focus. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, shoot. It looks a little messed up there. Look at that. It's still not into focus, unfortunately. Check that out. Is that your card?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's bring it into focus. Let's really bring it into focus. I believe that would be your card. The 5 of spades.
Yeah.
Is that your card?
That is my card, ladies and gentlemen.
You're gonna be my table. I just need you to go like this for me, okay? Keep your hand flat. I've got a prediction. And now, this prediction, of course, is blue, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, well, what the difference is that between this? Because these are white, okay? They're all different cards. Everyone's a different card. You can see them closely, okay?
Sweet.
I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take this pen, and I need you to sign a card. Not any card, just one card.
Oh, dude.
Excuse me. Do you have a...
What do you need?
I just lost my pen.
Your marker.
Does anybody know?
However, I need a pen.
Hold on. Let's use this. That's good. We'll use that one. It's all right, man. You stay right there, okay? Say stop somewhere for me. Just say stop. Stop. Right there, you're positive. Take the cap off for me. Oh, it is off. Good. Sign your name right there for me. Right there on that card. That's a prediction. I haven't come near that, have I? No. Have you felt it like jiggle or anything like that? Okay. Watch real closely. I'll do this as slow as I can. I'm going to bury your 4 of spades right into the pack. Is that fair? It's as fair as I possibly can be. Okay. Would you be amazed if that card, it wasn't your card, because that would be really freaky. What if it was a duplicate of your 4 of spades? So in other words, what if it was a blue 4 of spades, which would prove that I knew in advance that you'd pick the 4 of spades?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know. I hope it works. It could be any one of these cards. You could have picked any one, correct?
Yeah.
Any one at all. Let me see. Hold on. Yes, it is the 4 of spades. No, I'm just, you have to look at it real close. If you look at it real close, you can actually see the 4 of spades, the exact 4 of spades. No, there is no other blue card. That is the only blue card. There is no other blue card. I have no idea how it's done. I have no clue. You get to keep that as a super.
He just made it really awesome. He blew my mind totally. I don't even remember what I was talking.
I want you to check this out. Bicycle's been making different cards lately. Have you seen these cards lately?
Ghost.
They're called Ghost. That's right, Ghost. Bicycle's been making Ghost cards. Hold out your hand for me. Keep your hand right there. Hold on to the box. Will you do me a favor, sir? Will you just grab a card for me? Just grab one. Just grab one. No, don't. No, you hesitated. Don't hesitate. I can tell you're the kind of guy to hesitate. Just grab one. Don't let me see it. Show it to the camera. Show it to the camera. Got it? Show it to the camera. Don't let me see it. Do not let me see it. You got it?
Yeah.
Place it back for me, anywhere you like. All right, I'm going to shuffle the cards, mix them up just a little bit.
I forgot what it was.
It's all right, don't worry about it. The camera does it. I'm not going to find the card. I'm going to have help with you. Will you help me out? Let me help. I want you to just do me a favor. Hold the box like that. Watch. Now look at the bicycle. Everybody look at the bicycle. Do not take your eyes off the bicycle. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
What the? Oh, shit.
Wait, hold on. Let me see it. What's up?
Hey guys, how are we doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Kate, can I show you a card trick?
Sure.
Is that cool? Come here. Let's try something here. This is kind of neat. Bicycles made these new cards. They're called ghost cards. Aren't these kind of cool? These are kind of neat. They have white backs. Here's the cool thing about these cards. Check them out. Look at them. If you look at the faces, the color's completely gone. Kind of a blood red. It's kind of neat cards, you know. But they're regular cards. I need a volunteer to take it. Will you just say stop somewhere for me?
Stop.
Right there? Do you know what this card is? Because if you did, you'd have my job, right? Exactly. Take the card, show it to everybody, show it to the camera. Don't let me see it. Don't let me see it. Do you have it? Put it back anywhere you'd like. Beautiful. Watch closely. I'll do this as slow as I can. I'm going to find your card in a very unique way. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The 4 of clubs. What, that wasn't your card? Are you serious? No, it was, wasn't it? You're just kidding, right?
No.
Well, what was your card?
A 5.
5 of what?
You have the right suit. 5 of clubs.
A 5? Oh, I had the wrong card. Okay, hold on to that. That's impossible. I don't even think I have a 5 of clubs in this deck. I don't even have one in this. Yeah, there's no 5 of clubs even in the... Okay. Well, I don't want you to think that I'm some, you couldn't find my card, so I tell you what we'll do. Watch closely. Watch the pip. Obviously, it wasn't the 4, right? But if I take the 5 and the 4, I can actually take that pip right off of the 5, making it the 5 of clubs. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Another card trick. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? Here we go. We'll do another card trick. Ooh, you know what, though? I just realized something. Where's it at? Yeah, this isn't going to work because the box... Yeah, here's the box. The box doesn't match the deck. Yeah? Unfortunately, I have an idea. These are ghost cards, so let's see if we can do this. Come here. What's your name?
Tawny?
Hi, Tawny. Come here.
Hi.
Stand right here for me. What's a magic word that you know? Any magic word at all? Anyone?
Abracadabra.
That's original. Very good. Well, take your hand, place on top of my hand. I want you to watch. We'll do this real slow. Move your hand back. A little bit more. Move your hand back again. Now forward again. Forward again. Now watch. Now put your hand right on top of my hand, up on top. 1, 2, 3.
Did you just see some smoke?
Look, all the cards have now changed into ghost cards. Every single card. Who did not pick a card? Who's that? You did not pick a card. Okay. Say stop for me.
Stop.
You sure? I want you to look at this card, memorize it. 6 of spades, okay? Because what I'm going to try to do, and I'm going to do this really slowly, I'm going to try to take the 6, and I'm going to try to take the spades and place them right on top of the pack. Watch. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God!
What? All right, the mini deck by itself is nothing. It's a pile of little cards. But put presentation behind it, and it becomes a bona fide miracle. Watch this. This is kind of cool here. Deck cards, once again. I'll mix them up. Grab a card for me again, please. Just one. Anyone. Don't let me see it. You got it? Show it to everybody else. Will you grab a card too, please? Grab a card. Anyone. Yeah? You sure? And one more, please. Will you grab a card for me? Anyone. Just grab one. Show it to everybody else. Don't let me see it. Everybody got a card? All right. Place your card back. You don't have to remember all. There's one. Who is the other one? There's two. There it is. Put back. And three. Put yours back in the middle, right there. Wonderful. I'm gonna find who's your card first. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if we can find the card right on top of the pack. What was your card? Name it.
Two of diamonds.
Let's see if we got it. Oh, we got it. Good. Wonderful. We'll take the two of diamonds. Since this was your card, hold on to it. Hold out your hand. Put your other hand on top of it for me. Beautiful. Stay right there. We're going to find your card next. Are you ready? Here we go. Your card is going to do something amazing. It's going to turn upside down in the middle of the pack. Check this out. One card turns upside down in the middle of the pack. What was your card? Name it out loud.
Nine of diamonds.
The nine of diamonds.
Hey.
Wait. Oh, nine of... I'm sorry. I think I gave you the wrong card. Sorry about that. That's very strange. And, you remember your card, Keanu?
Queen of Hearts.
Now, don't tell me. There's one in every crowd. Queen of Hearts?
Yeah.
Grab one for me. Just one. Anyone. Good job. Yeah, show everybody.
What?
What's wrong? What? Oh, is that the queen? Wow, that's weird. That's really strange. That's bizarre. Let's put it back in the middle. Put it back in. Shuffle one more time. Can I borrow your shirt? Can I borrow your shirt? Over here. This way. Over this way. Yeah, move. Come here. Come here. Higher. Up here. Put it over the deck. Watch this. This is really cool. I want you to hold on to the shirt right here. Hold on to the shirt right here. Watch.
What's coming out of there?
Watch.
Oh. Smoke definitely just came out.
Lift the pack. Lift it up. Lift it up. Look what's happened. Look what's happened. Here's the weird part. Check this out. One card is face down in the entire pack. Your card, the Queen of Hearts. It's a small trick, man. I don't know. Right now, as you noticed, with that last group of people, those kids, my biggest concern was audience management. Now, how do I get them to make sure that they look in one place, all of them at the same time, while I'm switching the decks, while I'm doing the mini cards out, okay? That's one of the biggest things as magicians that we need to really focus on is audience management. If you can get the entire audience focused on one point at one time, you could pull out a bowling ball and they would never, ever know it. That's one thing that I really want to stress is audience management. Learn how to manage your audience. If you can't do that, then you're not going to be able to perform for big groups of people, and you're not going to be able to do the kind of magic that you really, really want to do. Learn audience management. It's one of your biggest tools in magic. All right, this is the stranger card that you saw me perform in the performance section of this DVD. And what you're going to use is you're going to use a regular deck of cards, which is your ghost gaff, or your ghost deck, sorry. And you're also going to need, out of the ghost gaff, either the blue back ghost or the red back ghost. It's your decision, whichever one you want to use. For this, we're going to use the blue back. And for that reason, I've taken another blue back card out of the blue back deck and placed it second from the top, like that. Okay? So that's your setup. Ghost deck, blue back card, an X card, and then of course you have your gaff card, blue back side facing up. The cards go in the box. And I usually take the stranger card, you can put it with a rubber band around the box, or I'll put it in my inner breast pocket or my outer breast pocket, depending on where I'm performing. If I'm doing restaurants or whatever, I'll usually put it in my upper breast pocket on the outside of the jacket or such. Also, you can put it in a vest. I don't suggest you put it in your pants pocket, because what will happen, because of the heat, it will actually start to bend this way, and then you have a completely different trick. And you can do mind bender, actually. I wouldn't suggest doing that, though. So that's your setup. When you're ready to start this trick, you also need a Sharpie marker. When you're ready to start the trick, you bring out the blue back card, blue back side up, and explain that this is a prediction, okay, of things yet to come. You take out your ghost cards, and you spread through the faces being careful not to expose your other card. Now, it doesn't really matter if it's red. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Because it's going to be shown as this card anyways. So you show the cards this way, turn them over, do the exact same thing, but this time, instead of pushing this card over, because you'd expose it, your thumb is going to grab a hold of the left edge there. It starts to move, and right when you see about 3 cards, you start to spread the rest. And basically, you're just successfully hiding that blue back card. So as you show, your pattern at this point is, see, I'm actually going to place a blue back card over here, but I'm going to be using white cards for this. Okay, and I really illustrate the fact that the different colors. Blue back here, white here. Now you're going to riffle force to this setup, and you're going to force them to pick this blue back card. But you're going to do it in such a way that they're never going to see that it was blue to begin with. And here's how you do it. As you're going to swing cut the top half over into the left hand. Okay. The right half then goes on top, but you're going to hold a break right there. Now you're going to riffle force to that break. So as you start to riffle down with your thumb like that, have them call stop. Now you want to make sure they say stop above the break, or they're going to see a flash of that blue card, unfortunately. So just as I riffle down, say stop, they say stop there. This is a nice little subtlety I've been using for a long time. But as you reach over and pick up, supposedly at that break, instead of just lifting up and extending, your thumb is going to continue pushing down on the bottom half as it extends and then lets go. It really looks, if they say stop there, that that's exactly where you stopped. Just a nice little subtlety, okay? So riffle, force. There it is right there, okay? Place this pile down. Place this one on top of that. As you start to reach for your pen, which is in your pocket or your pants pocket, whatever, what I normally do at this point, I'll bring my hand to my side. I won't do this right now, but I'll show you what I do. As I bring my hand to my side, as I'm getting the pen out, I push over the top 2 cards and then pull back to get a break under both cards. All right? So I push over and get a break. Now here's why I do this. Because if I'm actually performing in this direction here, if I am not comfortable with getting a double lift right away, if I don't think it's going to happen, and I can usually feel with the cards, like there's a little blue there, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do this up the back. So the most casual thing is as I'm getting the pen, I bring the pen out, but then I also get my break. So by the time my hand comes back up, I've already got my break, it's already done, I don't have to worry about it, okay? However you decide to do it, get a break under the top 2 cards. Turn the 2 cards over, hand them the pen, have them sign their name on the card. So they're going to sign their name. We'll just put Justin. Boom. At this point, I call attention back to the prediction. I said, don't forget about the prediction. We're going to get back to it in a second. The reason I do this is I don't want this out of play for so long that they forget about it. I want them to remember this has something to do with what we're doing, but they have no idea. Turn your double back over. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to get this card to the bottom, but still keeping this card in the same position. There's a couple ways of doing this. I'll show you the easiest. It's real simple. Turn the deck face up, and you're going to pull down with your pinky the top card. Okay. This is known as a pinky count. It's where you can just count a few cards, let them riffle off, but you're just going to pull down with 1 card, okay? At this point, you're going to do what's called milking. You're going to milk this bottom card onto the top half of this half here, okay? So here's what it looks like. Your thumb comes back, takes over the break. This hand comes back up to regrip the cards. As I swing cut the top half, I allow that card to go with it as I place this pack right back on top. Okay? One more time. Card's been signed. Turn over. Pull down with one card. Thumb takes over the break. Swing cut. Sorry about that. There we go. Swing cut. Allowing that card to just slide right underneath to the next half as you put that back on top. Okay, and speed looks like this. You've had the cards signed. Turn the cards over. Place it back on top. So now that card is in the same position. Now at this point, obviously you don't want to just show the card, so you're going to turn the deck towards yourself, but necktie it. This is what's called a necktie, okay? As you come up this way, you necktie it. And the pattern at this point is you're actually looking at this card. So you're not even looking at the deck while you're doing this. So you do the move, you do the milking, you turn the cards over, you say, look, one card's been sitting there the whole time. Okay, notice I'm just in a casual position here. If there's people over on this side, make sure they're not underneath you in any way because they'll be able to see that blue card. If you're more concerned about it, just bring the cards up like this, kind of lean in, say, we've had that card there the whole time, I haven't come near it. Really build it up at this point, okay? Now you're going to build, build, build. Wouldn't it be amazing if I took an exact duplicate of the card you chose out of a blue deck? I mean, it's not really the signed card because that would be really weird. And the reason I say that is because I want them to think that I really didn't do anything with their signed card. That it really might just be a coincidence that it's a duplicate card. Because at the moment you're going to actually show it is the signed card. You really want to build that up. Okay. Anytime in your magic, build, build, build by pattern, not just by moves. Okay. So you're building with the pattern. So at this point I say, wouldn't it be amazing? They say, yeah. And I do a joke. I say, well, let me check. It is. Isn't that incredible? Now, the reason I do this at this point is because I want them to relax. I want them to, because it's been building, building, building. Wouldn't that be amazing? It is. Ah, ha, ha, that's funny, whatever. Now, normally they'll say, well, can I look? I say, well, I'll tell you what, let's both look. So their guard is down now. So when you hit them with the signed card, that's the perfect moment. You come over. You're going to do two things at once. You're going to turn your hand up like this, but at the same time, you're going to put this card on top as you move forward, okay? So it should look like you simply take the card and put it on top. Problem is, if you don't time it correctly, you'll see two blue cards. You don't want that. So you want to time it correctly, pick the card up, make sure that as you come up underneath the card, this card is actually hiding the blue card on the back, which is the real selected card, as you come forward, okay? Immediately come over and double lift, all right? So there it is. Wouldn't it be amazing? Let's check it out. Oh, it is. Isn't that amazing? You don't believe it, do you? Okay. Come over, put the card on top. Now, at this point, you don't have any breaks for a double lift. You don't have anything going on. So how are you going to get your double lift without making it look suspicious? Here's the way I do it. You don't have to do it this way, but this has worked well for me. I'll point to the card. I'll say, look, oh, that's the card. Isn't that amazing? As I say that, this hand, as it's being covered by this hand, is pushing over and getting a break. So, is that the card? It is the card. Check it out. Oh, it is the card. Isn't that amazing? I got my break. It's already done. There it is. The reason I do that is because I don't want them to see me fiddling with the cards to try to get the break. So, remember, this whole routine's clean. There's no get-readies or anything as far as they know. Your get-readies are happening after the fact, or I'm sorry, before the fact that you're even doing anything with the cards. Wouldn't it be amazing? It is. Got your break. Come over, bring the card forward, and now just place it right on top, and there's your break. All right? Here's your break. Turn the cards over, do your double lift, and show their signed card. Now, this is an important moment here, because they're not completely sure that this is the same card that was over here, but you're going to sell them here in a second. You're going to hit them really hard, and here's how you do it. You spread the cards out and say, look, out of all the cards, and I'll put this card off to the side now, out of all the cards that it could have been, check this out. One card, and that's when I'll turn it over. Your card, the 8 of hearts. All right? One more time, just from the get ready. All right? So we've milked it. Cards on top now. Wouldn't it be amazing? It is. Isn't that incredible? You're not that impressed? Here, I'll tell you what. Let's look at it together. 8 of hearts. Out of all these cards, you could have selected, that one blue card that I placed over there was the card that you finally did. This is a great moment in Magic right now because look at the display. The display is exactly how you started in the beginning when you showed the cards, and as you turn the card over the second time, it's the same display. You're leaving them with a mental image of the beginning. And what was the beginning? I placed a card off to the side as a prediction. What that's going to do psychologically, that's going to remind them, this mental image, that that's the same card that's been there the whole time. Notice that I'm not doing a lot of moves to prove that this was the same card. I'm allowing pattern and psychology to actually work for me and not against me. Okay? So I turn it over, your card. And they immediately think, wow, that is the same card that was over there the whole time, because that's exactly the mental image that they got before. This is a very, very powerful effect you can do. It's fast, it's short, it's sweet, it's simple, it makes sense to people, and it's a very powerful idea, and I hope you actually take this and use it and run with it, because I guarantee you, you're going to get a lot of traction out of it. This is pretty cool. Let's say you're going to take one of the blank cards and the mirrored 5 of spades. It's mirrored because it's just opposite of your regular 5 of spades. All right? You're going to put that onto the back of the blank card. You're going to hold those as one. All right? And you're going to take a regular 5 of spades and hold it like this. As you push the 5 of spades forward, you're going to drop that card onto the pack. At the same time, this is undercover, you move this single card forward flush with the regular 5 of spades. As you remove the cards, you revolve them out. You're going to place the pack down. You're going to act as if you're printing the card. And you very slowly show that blank card has actually mirrored the other card. All right, you might find it a little bit easier to actually do it this way. Instead of pushing the card and dropping, as you push the card forward and show again, put both cards flush with the deck, push forward the top card as it falls flush with the 5, then rotate out, spread the cards, and show them printed. Up to speed, it looks like this. This one, if you remember from the performance, we did this for the guys down in Berkeley University, and this was like one of the very first tricks we did for them, and the reaction with this was insane. It's a really fun trick. It's neat. It's visual, but there's something going on that's magical in this effect. This is the one where we move the 4 diamonds and the pips around the card, and then it comes back immediately. So for this, what you're going to need are your 3 gaffs from your ghost gaff deck with the 4 diamonds, 2 on top, 3 on top, and 4 in one corner, okay? And that's how you're going to set it up. 4, 3, 2. This whole pile goes face up on the bottom of the ghost deck. Okay? Just like that. You're going to take your regular 4 diamonds from your regular deck, put that on top. Just like with the other routines, you're going to force them this 4 diamonds. So once again, we'll just do a riffle force. Swing cut over, hold your break. Riffle force, they say stop. Extend your hand, have them look at the card. Now, at this point, the setup is on the right-hand packet on the bottom. I'm going to place it back underneath so we are exactly where we started with before. Now, as they look at this card, you're going to do something kind of quick, but it's going to be consistent with how you've been doing things, okay? You're going to pull down with your pinky those cards. Now, you get a natural break there, basically, as you pull down. If that's too hard for you, just come up and riffle right till you see the 2. So you've got a break, basically, above the 3 cards, all right? Right there. You're going to swing cut the top half over into your left hand. That's it right there, okay? So that's your situation. You've got a break with the right thumb, and you're going to extend your left hand. You extend the left hand as they put the card face up on the left-hand packet. Now what you're going to do is you come over to supposedly pull the first pip, which is going to be the bottom one, okay? As you come over, you're going to drop all these cards on top as your hand turns this way to cover that pip. So you have your break, you come over, you drop, hand turns, and now you start to drag the pip over. Now you don't want to go over so far that it starts to show. Usually count about 1, 2, and right there, and with your mouth you're going to go as you pick up. So it looks like that pip goes from one side drop over to the other side. Okay? So you're set up at this point, so we're straight. 2, 3, the 4, and then the regular 4 below that. Extend. Say, look, is that real? They're gonna point. Absolutely. Say, watch. We'll do it again. I point with this hand here. I gesture here as I push my thumb over and get a break under the top card. Now I'm going to reverse everything. Now instead of dropping, I'm going to pick this card up with the bottom packet, like this. I'm just going to pick it up. But I'm not going to move it away yet. I'm going to actually turn the pack this way and start to slide the second pip down. All right, one more time. So I gesture, I get a break, I pick up, and I slide the second pip down. They've now seen 2 pips travel. They're going to feel that. That's real. Do the exact same thing. Watch, we'll do it one more time. Gesture, get a break, same thing, come over, pick up that card, move it over, and show all 4. Now this is a nice little setup. I'll put everything on top. I'll do a wrist turn as I take that top card away to hide this card. I have them examine the card. And they're going to look at that for like to day's end, all right? Once they're done, bring the card back like this. Do a double lift. Just get your break right under the double lift like that. Turn the card over. You kind of just shake it, show the 4 back, or if you want, you can do what you saw me do in the performance video. It's a little bit more movie, but if you get the misdirection down, it looks really good. As they're examining the card, okay, I bring my hand to my side and I just turn over the top card on top. And now I'm going to do a shapeshifter. I'm going to bring that card back. I do the shapeshifter change and show that all 4 diamonds instantaneously go back to their original positions. I'm not going to teach the shapeshifter change because it's the subject of an entirely different DVD sold here by Illusionist with Mark D'Souza. I highly recommend that DVD to get all the ins and outs of that one move so you can perform it flawlessly. If you like the shapeshifter, card spin, this is a neat little thing to do. You've got your double. You turn over the 2 cards as 1. They think it's still, of course, the 4 at one side, but now it's just the regular 4. You do a card spin, and you say the strange thing, because of centrifugal force, the pips have actually jolted back to their original positions. It's kind of a nice little ending there as you take the card, give it a card spin, and it goes right back to the real position. So, it's a fast visual trick. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's not one of those things that you should really be worried about. It just looks neat to your audience, and the fact that they get to actually feel the pips really sells the fact that they've been moving. So that's something that we want to give you, and it looks pretty neat. So go ahead and try that for some of your friends and family. This is going to look real simple, but it's real powerful. It's one of those things that's like eye candy. It's called the 4-ace flapping trick. So we're going to take this and run with it. I want to show it to you because I want you to be able to put it somewhere in your routine. It's not a trick in itself. Please understand that. It's really almost like a flourishing, okay? You put it within another routine, all right? So right before you do a 4-ace trick or something, you're going to do this one. The setup is real simple. Out of the ghost gaff, take your double face cards with the aces on the face or on one side, and then your indifferent cards on the other side. Those go indifferent cards face down. Take the regular ace of spades out of the ghost and put that on top. Okay? Now, you're basically going to say you're going to try to find 4 of a kind out of this pack of cards. You riffle force as you swing cut over. Hold your break. Okay? Riffle force, pick up at that break. Okay? As you put the cards down, and you're going to do a quadruple lift. You're going to do 4 cards. Here's a way to get into it that's really easy, okay? I'm going to push the top card off, but I'm going to do a wrist turn as I do that. I say, are you sure that's the card you want? Now, as I'm pointing to them, all attention is on this card. With this hand, as my hand is turned like this, I push off 3 cards. Notice how easy that is? Look, just pushes off those 3 cards, and as I push them off, I come back and get a break. See, I want to do magic that's not exactly all that hard, but it looks impressive. Because the reason my magic looks impressive is I'm not doing the telltale signs of getting a break and all that stuff. I'm doing it on the offbeat, not in front of people. Pull back and get your break. Okay, there's your break. This is all done either as your hand's at your side or as your hand is just casually resting on the table, okay? So you're pointing, you get your break, you got it right there, and then you turn back over, place it on top, and do a quadruple. And you say, look at that, a 9. I'm going to try to find 4 of a kind. So they think you're going to try to find 4 9s right now. Now you're just going to do a KM move. A KM move is very, very easy. What you're going to do is you're going to place this card off to the side, but I can't do that right now because I've got all these cards face up. So I've got to get these cards face down again. Here's how you do it. Really a good angle for this is right here. I'm going to pull all 4 cards to the right-hand side. My left hand is going to turn over and do a wrist kill as my thumb continues and pushes off or pulls that 9 by itself. I then can turn the cards over as I place it down. Okay? You just reversed those cards underneath. So we'll do it one more time. Okay? Boom, get your break. Show the 9. Do the wrist turn. Pulls the 9 out. Puts it off to the side. Turns it over. Put these cards back on top. Hold your break though. Hold it right there. Do the exact same thing. Riffle force. Now it's a lot easier to just do 3 cards. It's a lot easier. Just push off those 3 cards, get your break, turn over 3 cards. Now act surprised. Oh my goodness, a 4. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do. As you're saying all this, you do the same move, the exact same move. Turn over, place it down. Say, okay, this isn't really good. Act really concerned at this point. We'll try another one. Same thing. Swing, cut over. Here's your stack. Swing, cut over. Hold your break. Riffle force. Drop. And now just do a double lift. 5 of hearts. And say, oh, okay, this is not good. Can move. Place it off to the side. Now it looks like you've really messed up. Okay? So I say what, let's just, maybe the last card will be saving grace. Now you're going to classic force the ace of spades onto your spectator. A lot of good classic forces out there. Here's the one I use. Swing, cut over. Hold a break above the force card. As you start to spread the cards, you're going to time it to where their finger grabs a hold of this card. Okay? So the timing is like this. Do me a favor, just touch one card, any one. And as soon as you say that, you just time it perfectly, and you force the ace of spades, okay? One more time. It's a timing thing. So you extend the deck as you reach this point. And they put their finger on top of it, and there it is. If you're not comfortable with a force, a classic force, you can simply just riffle force, same thing. Exact same thing. Riffle force, you got your break, lift up, drop, turn over the ace of spades. Put the cards away for a second. Look at these cards here. Now there's 2 ways you can do this, okay? You can either use the deck or you can use your hands, okay? With your hands it looks like this. You say, look, I'm so sorry, I thought I was trying to get 4 of a kind. And then you show the 4 aces. Okay? It's a real simple thing. Pick up the ace with your right hand. I'm so sorry. Turn it over face down. As you come to pick up these 3 cards, the justification is you want to turn this card over face up here, so these cards have to get out of the way. As these cards get out of the way, you're just going to rotate them in your hand. That's all you're going to do. Pick them up and rotate. At the same time, you turn this card face up as you spread the 4 aces. In succession, it looks like this. Ace of spades has been found. I'm sorry. I apologize. What I want to do is find 4 of a kind for you. And boom, they've all turned to 4 aces. That's one way of doing it. It's pretty powerful. But here's the way I like to do it. As I take off the ace, I'll put it face down. I won't show it to him. I'll put these cards together in the middle of the pack, just like that. Let's see what we have. I'm going to just flick the card like that. It's going to pull right off of my thumb and forefinger. Oh, I'm sorry, my thumb and middle finger, and the forefinger is going to catch it like that. Okay? Okay. At the exact same time I do this, I'm going to do T.G. Thompson's deck flippy thingy move. That's the real name too. And here's how I do it. This finger is going to push up against the deck. These 3 fingers are going to expand. At the exact same time, the deck is going to flip over like that. I just want to time it perfectly there. But you want to time it with the flick at the same time. As soon as you do that, you lay this down, you then spread the other cards, you say, I didn't say what 4 of a kind I was going to use, but we have the 4 aces. And then you can go into your favorite 4 ace routine. You can go into Dream of Aces at this time. Whatever you want to do with a 4 ace routine that allows you to have double face cards. So hope you like that. This is just kind of a throwaway, but it's a nice little eye candy for the middle of your card act. So hope you like it. All right, guys, here is the Daniel Garcia Spadorama. This is really cool. You'll notice on your ghost gaff deck that it says the 3 and then the word spade, okay? Probably wondering what in the world is that for? Well, Daniel Garcia has come up with a really cool application with this ghost gaff deck. You're going to need your, it looks like a advertising card, okay? But it should look like the front of your regular bicycle ghost deck, all right? Now, what I've done, I'm just going to show you my routine that I do with this and with people. You'll refer back to the performances. This gets a great reaction from people. It's real visual. It's real powerful too, because they're not expecting any of this, and all this stuff is in their hands as well, all right? You're going to need a regular 3 of spades, and you're also going to need your ghost advertising card. That goes right on the back of the ghost gaff deck or box, okay? Now, it doesn't matter if it's not perfectly straight, that's fine, because you're only going to be showing it for a few seconds anyways. If you want to put a rubber band around it, that's fine. But the way I usually start this off is I have the ghost gaff in my, or the ghost deck in my hand over here, and I have the setup over here. I'll walk up to a person and I'll say, hey, did you know the bicycle? And I'll point to bicycle. Hey, did you know bicycle's made some new cards lately? Yeah, these are the ghost cards. You ever seen them before? And this is a kind of nice display because you've shown the word bicycle. They're really familiar with that. You've shown the word ghost, and you have the cards in your hand. So they can peer over and they see these cards. Oh, well, yeah, those are kind of neat. So you tell you what, we're going to try an experiment. Let's try something. You're going to come over and you're going to drop both of those cards onto the deck as you bring the hand forward and place the box into their hand. But you're going to do it low. And what I mean by that is as you come over and start to bring the cards, the deck forward, okay, the box forward, you come over and you just barely touch the deck and you drop the cards as you move forward, okay? And you're probably wondering, well, won't they see the 3 of spades? No, they won't, because they're not expecting this at all. That looks, here's the beautiful thing about this that Danny did. That looks exactly like the B that 3 does. And the spade looks real close to bicycle, real close, with the way the lettering is high and the spacing and all that stuff, okay? So they're not gonna catch you, okay? So don't run when no one's chasing you. Hold out your hand. Oh, do me a favor, just hold on to that for me. Also, kind of a side note, if you're really smooth at doing this and this works well for you, another way of doing this though, which is really cool, is instead of moving forward and then placing down, as you say, what I like you to do, hold out your hand, you're just going to place the whole box and the cards on top just for a second. As you grab their hand and say, no, no, right here. So you're gesturing, you say, no, right here, you're going to adjust their hand right there. And then when their hand's supposedly in the perfect position, pick up the box and place it on top of their hand. Okay? It's just a nice little way. It's justified. They see the bicycle. Do me a favor, hold out your hand right there, perfect, and then you place it on top. Okay, you don't have to cover it with your hands or anything if you don't want to. Just have them hold on to the box. That's all you got to ask them to do. Now, you're going to force the 3 of spades on them. That's the whole trick. The rest is acting. You're going to force the 3 of spades. We'll do a simple riffle force one more time because it's the easiest. Get your break in between the 2 halves. Riffle down. Extend. Have them look at the card. Put the cards back together. They see the card. You put the card back into the pack. Then you take the cards and you put them in your pocket. You say, look, I'm not going to find the card, but I'm going to use some help here. You come over and you pick up the box. And as you pick it up, you start to move the box in a circular motion. Now, if you notice, you can't really focus on that 3 of spades, what is supposed to be bicycle. Can't really focus on it. I used to do it like this, but it looks like a 3 of spades. But if I go like this, I say, now watch the bicycle. They still think they're seeing bicycle. So watch the bicycle. I'll start to slow it down. So watch at the count of 3. 1, 2, and on 3, I'm going to snap my fingers, and I'm going to stop the deck or the box instantaneously. So pick up. Say, watch the word bicycle. Think of your card. Watch. 1, 2, 3. Notice the psychology here. I've said 3, and they see 3. Right when they see that 3, their eyes go over here, and they read the word spade. If you have to show it to them, that's fine, because they'll be looking for a few seconds. Most people will go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. As you saw in the performances with Uno and those kids over there, they just went nuts with this one. So you're going to point to 3 if they don't see it right away. Say, doesn't that look like a 3? Wait a minute, what was your card? Oh, the 3. Maybe spade? You pause, let it sink in, hand them the box, let them examine everything. And to them, you just did an amazing miracle with just a box of cards, and that's it. So this is a really cool trick to do. I do this a lot for people. It's probably one of it's probably the one trick in the Ghost Gaff that I do more than anything, to be honest with you. It's really fun, and I fooled a lot of magicians with this one. So go out there and get them with this one. All right, this trick's called Captain Blur. What you're going to need you're going to need your out of focus 5 on the Ghost Gaff. You're also going to need your blank face card, one of them, and a regular 5 of spades, okay? And that's the setup from the top to the bottom. It's the 5 of spades, it's the blank card, and the out of focus 5 of spades. That all goes on top of the pack like that. You're going to force them to the 5 of spades, either a classic force or riffle force. We'll just do a riffle force. Swing cut over. Riffle down, have them take the card, 5 of spades, okay? So there they go, 5 of spades. You're now going to do a tilt, but you're going to do a tilt with just the top 2 cards, not one card. Normally it's with 1, you're going to do it with 2. As you push over, grab a break under the top 2 cards. From the front, you're going to push that right in the center, but of course it's going right third from the top, okay? Notice what's happening here, though. The pinky and the thumb, everything is straight within that pack, and it's just elevated. So from the front, if you look at it real closely, it looks like that card goes right into the center of the pack. Nice little subtlety at this point is pushing a couple cards out, pushing it back in, and inserting it third from the top. Don't just drop the card like that. Nice little subtlety at this point. Grab the deck, push down, turn over, and square the cards. So from here, push in, grab, and square. And they will believe that that is right in the center of the pack. So you're going to find your own card. Here we go. Now normally I'll classic force the top card, which is the blank card. I'll have them pick it. You can riffle force if you want, but I'll classic force it. Have them pick it out. Say, check it out. Show your card to your friends and family. Do the MCI plan. That's a nice little joke. And you notice I've just put the setup back to the top of the pack. As they're looking at the card, all the eyes are going to be on this. Here's what I do with this hand. This is all I do. I don't do it in front of them, but I'll show you the move. Here's the move. I just flip it over like that, face up. Normally this is done as my hand's to my side, my pants or my leg is covering it, and I'll do the move next to my leg. Come back and I'll necktie the deck so the card is facing me and not them. I'll act confused that that wasn't the card, and they then show me the card. I say, oh, we have to use your imagination. We have to use a lot of imagination. Now you're going to get ready to do a move for my routine called second print. It's a Jack Carpenter move, though. And it's just a shake, and you're going to cause that blank card to turn into the focused 5, okay? As you show the blank card, 5 is here. As you come back, put that on top. You're going to lift up with your thumb right there as you bring both cards out. So you have 2 cards. Put both cards in between the deck like that. Okay? Turn your cards over. Say, watch, we'll do it right there. Now what I'm doing as I turn over, I'm pushing the bottom card about a half of an inch right behind there as I turn. Okay? Forefingers are going to cock the cards over. As you shake, here's what's going to happen. Forefinger's going to come up and contact just the uppermost card. Will go right here with this view. I won't shake, but this pushes down and flush. One more time. Without the shaking. Pushes over, down, and flush. Full speed, looks like this. And it looks like that card is completely printed. Now here's the thing. You don't want to just show the card like this, turn it over, and then do the move and stop. You want to keep shaking the deck to get this really out of focus view. So as you keep shaking, you're shaking. To them it looks out of focus anyways. And then real slowly you stop. And they think their room should be spinning at this point, okay? So, ooh, that didn't work out too well, did it? It's still kind of out of focus. Now you're going to do the shapeshifter change because the 5 of spades, the regulars on top of the pack, grab the card back for them and say, I'll fix that, don't worry. And now just do the shapeshifter change as you come over and show the card the 5 of spades. Really fun to do. I think you'll get a lot of use out of it. And nice little sleights involved you can actually use for other magic, changing cards, switching cards. So it's something I hope you will actually be able to use in your own performances too. All right, so you're going to find in your Ghost Gaff deck the 2 3.5 of clubs. These are really neat cards to use, okay? Because not only can you make some really cool pattern lines with them, but you can visually change them into the selected card, okay? You notice from the performance part, I do that. Here's your setup for this. You're going to take the 2 3.5 of clubs, put them on top of the pack, take the regular 7 of clubs, and place it on top of that. That's it. Once again, you're going to force the 7 of clubs onto your spectator. Whatever force you like, we'll go through the riffle force again. Hold a break between the 2 halves, riffle down, extend, have them pick the card, place everything back on top. Okay. So now the 2 3 of clubs and half are on top again. They're looking at their card. As they look at their card, you're going to get a break under the top 2 cards with your pinky. All right? Just push over with your thumb, and there it is. Grab the 7 back from them, and you're going to do Marlowe's tilt move again. But this time, you're going to place it 3rd from the top. Not 2nd, but 3rd. From the front, looks like it goes right in the middle. You're now going to say that you are going to find the card in a unique way. Turn the pack over so it's face up. Spread the card, say, look, you could have selected any one of these cards. Don't spread all the way to the bottom. Just a couple spreads, any one of these cards. As you square up, either your thumb or your pinky, it's up to you, is going to riffle off the bottom 2 cards, which are the 3.5 of clubs. You're going to retain a break with your thumb. It's a thumb break. Okay. Now you're going to do a little move. We're going to supposedly just pop the card out. And what you're going to do, it's not hard to do, but it's hard to teach, and I'll show you why. Because what's going to happen, my hand's going to go like this. While my hand's going like this, as it reaches this point here, the thumb's going to let go, and the 2 cards are going to fly out and land. Now the goal is to get them to land as 1 card. That's the goal. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But if it does, it looks really good. But if it doesn't, that's fine. So have them hold out their hands like this, like a table. Say, look, I'm going to find your card. It's going to fly right out. Bam. Oops, not like that. Just like that. It splits, that's fine. If it doesn't split, it'll look just like that, and that'll look really good. Because then you pick up the card, and it starts to split, and you say, wait a second. You didn't pick 2 cards, did you? But either way, you're going to say the same thing. You didn't pick 2 cards, did you? They say, no. Say, oh my gosh, I guess maybe I got 1 card too many. Oh, there might be an explanation for this, actually. What was your card? Have them name the card 7 of clubs. You said it's really interesting, because if you look at these 2 cards, and just slowly turn them over, that's a 3.5, that's a 3.5. I believe that's a 7 of clubs. They think the trick's over. This is an amazing part to them right here, that the fact that you could have even picked the 7 of clubs and known what it was to have these cards come out. Pick up the 2 cards, To them, the trick's over, but it's not. Now, instead of doing a shapeshifter change, you're going to do a little different change here. As you bring the two cards back on top of the deck, you're going to get a break right underneath the top card. Like I said, I always go to my side, get my break, so no telltale signs. Regrip, almost like the shapeshifter, except for the bottom part. So you're grabbing all three cards as one. Now, you're going to fling the cards towards the deck, and here's what's going to happen. This middle finger here, the ring finger, is going to push the uppermost corner. As you do that, the thumb lets go of this corner as the cards flick and come back down on top of the pack. I'll do it in my hand once, like that. Put it together with the deck, and it should look like the card simply changes immediately. It's a really nice visual change. 3-card break, pick up all 3 cards. Ring finger's going to push off, thumb's going to push off at the same time. Cards turn over. 7 of clubs. My pattern at this point is, that's not really fair because it's not really your 7, so I tell you what we'll do. We'll change it into your 7. Push off the top card, hand it to them, they get to keep it. Really neat, really fast, and really visual. One of the cool little cards that comes with the Ghost Calf is the Tiger face card, which is the Jack of Spades, and the regular Ghost on the back. Kind of neat little thing you can do with it. Let's say you've ended up with your negative card underneath the regular Jack of Spades. You're going to do an ordinance change. Now, the cool thing about the ordinance change is you can do it surrounded, you can do it in front of a lot of people, and it really is one of the safest, most powerful ways to change a card with your bare hands, okay? Regular ordinance goes like this. Push up with a card, heel's going to contact the bottom, pulls it out, comes up, finger's going to push in, and comes back and changes, okay? That's the regular ordinance change. I've changed it a little bit, a little more subtleties to it, kind of makes it a little bit more interesting and more powerful, I think. Same thing, but I'm going to show you from this angle. Push up, heel contacts, but instead of coming up immediately, the hand continues to be spread. The middle finger is now going to hold that card from the bottom. As you come over, the card is deposited, the fingers allow the card to fall flush, and moves over and shows the hand empty. From down here, this is what it should look like, real slow. Push up, heel contacts the card, comes over, middle finger takes over here, and changes, and shows the hand empty. Full speed, should look like this. Jack of Spades, from one side to the other. Just a nice little subtlety that you can use with this negative card. All right, on the same lines of the ordinance change, let's say the 6 of Spades is a selected card, and you've been using it, it's been jumping to the top like maybe 3 times. Say, watch, we'll do it one more time. You'll get to see it jump right to the top. Watch, here we go. Don't take your eye off the card. We'll do it real slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Check it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes that happens. It didn't get halfway to the top. It actually got in the middle. Unfortunately, it got stuck halfway in between. Show that that 6 of Spades is printed right on the back of the top card. It's a nice little thing. All you're going to do is take the scaff card, put it second from the top. Just do a regular ordinance change. As you've been doing your ambitious card, move back, forward again, squeeze, act surprise, show that the spades have gone through, have melted through the top of the card. You can see the 6s right there, and then turn over the card and say it got stuck halfway. It's a nice little ambitious card ending routine. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to just say stop somewhere for me, anywhere at all. Right about there. Perfect. I don't want to see the card. Look at it. Make sure I don't see it. Okay, we'll put it back into the pack. Buried it completely. I'm going to find your card in a very unique way. Watch. Don't take your eyes off the card. 1, 2, 3. Check that out. Pops right out of the middle of the deck. Your card, the 4 of clubs. What's that? That wasn't your card? Oh, what was your card? The 5 of clubs. That's impossible. I don't even think I have a 5. I think I used it in the last. Okay, I do have a 5, and that really wasn't your card, the 4 of clubs. I have an idea. I think what we'll do. We'll see if we can try this together. Watch. The 4, the 5. I believe. Was that your card, the 5 of clubs? That's what I thought. You get to keep that as a souvenir. No, I'm just kidding. Those are too expensive. Thank you. All right, let's go through this. This is a fun one. This is a neat little one. It's real visual, and it's fast, and really hits hard with people. A lot of visual things do. It's kind of neat. For this, you're going to need, out of your ghost gaff, 2 cards. It has a 4 clubs on a 5 and 5 clubs on a 4. Okay? Those are your gaffs. And you're going to need a regular 4 clubs and 5 of clubs from your ghost deck. Okay? Here's the setup. Take the gimmick 4 of clubs, place it face up on top of the deck. Take your gimmicked 5 club and put it face down on top of that. Put the 4 clubs, regular one, on the bottom of the deck. Put the 5 of clubs on top of the deck. You're ready to begin the trick, okay? You're going to force them this card right here. Just riffle force it. Hold your break. Riffle force. Have them take the card, okay? Put everything back on top. So your setup's back on top now. So they look at the card, 5 of clubs, and now have them insert it into the pack very fairly, okay? Real fair. You see, I'm going to find your card right now. You're going to love this. Watch. Very unique way. You're going to do J.K. Hartman's pop-out move. The best way to show you this is from underground like this. 3 fingers on top. It's going to contact the bottom card as it moves over. It's a knacky move, but once you get it, it looks really good. The 4 finger is going to pick up here, the top half of the pack, as the other 3 fingers push down, and then this half goes back on top as you strip the card out. Once again, from the bottom, 3 fingers push over, up, and back.
Do it at speed.
At speed, it looks like this. Okay? So, and confidently say, there it is, your card, the 4 clubs. Thank you very much. Be here all night, try the veal. That wasn't your card? And act real confused. You're serious. Well, what was your card? And they say 5 of clubs, and just totally deny it. Say, that's impossible. I don't even think I have a 5. Go through the pack, let them see you're going through the pack. I don't even think I have a 5. And then right when you get to the 5, act really concerned, like you don't know what you're doing. Are you sure it was the 5? It was the 5. Okay. Well, I don't want you to leave here thinking I messed up. So you really want to build this up at this point that you don't even know what you're doing at this point, evidently. Pick up the 4, put it underneath the 5. As you come over the deck, here's what's going to happen. Your thumb is going to lift up. Now notice what happens. As your thumb lifts up here, look, there's a natural break between those 2 cards. So you're going to lift up, and this happens in one motion, okay, just one motion. And the cards are placed on top, and you hold a break under all 4 cards. A very exposed break for the camera, but it's real small in performance, okay? Now, you're going to pick up here. You're going to grab all 4 cards in a middle grip. You're going to pull the 5 off, and you don't want the cards to get all out of whack there. So you're going to hold them in middle grip at this point. I would do the move right here. And what you're going to do is, as you slide the 5 off, the 3 fingers underneath are going to contact that packet of cards. They think this is one card. You're going to hold the cards like this and give it a nice little bend because that will keep them in line. You're going to do a paintbrush change. It's going to look like you basically just go like that. But what you're going to do as you push, you're going to put pressure with the fingers over here on the thumb as these cards, these two cards, slide off and flick the deck and land flush as you pull back. Okay, one more time just to move. Bend up. Push off 2. Let them flip. Come back. And speed looks like this. And it looks like that pip comes right off of that 5. Bam. Confidently and valiantly say, there you go, 5 of clubs. They can examine these cards as much as they want. See, I told you I'd get it. And like I said, it's just a real quick thing, but it's fast and visual. And hopefully you can use it in your routine somewhere. All right, this is kind of neat. You can take the 2 queens, the queen of hearts and the queen of diamonds, and place them off to the side. Put the pack down, and you ask one person to name a queen, queen of hearts or queen of diamonds. Let's say they name the queen of hearts. Say, watch. Did you see it? Believe it or not, the queen of hearts disappears completely. That leaves the queen of diamonds to go. Where's the queen go? Right in the middle of the pack. Very, very strange. Let's try it again. One more time. Watch the queen of diamonds. And just like that, the queen of diamonds vanishes completely. Probably wondering where it goes. Right in the middle of the pack, the queen of diamonds. This is a good, fast visual trick. It uses 2 blank cards from the ghost gaff. It also uses your regular queen of diamonds and queen of hearts from a regular ghost deck. And the double index card, diamonds and hearts, from the ghost gaff. Setup's real easy. Take your 2 regular queens, put them on top of the blank cards. Take your double index card, put it on the bottom of the deck, face up. Remember which index is facing this way. You're going to spread the cards, but notice that when I spread the cards, I don't spread the whole deck or you'd see the face card at the bottom. So what I do is I lift up with my thumb a few cards and then spread, and it gives the illusion that you're spreading the whole deck. Okay? I said we're going to try something with the ghost deck. I square the cards up, and then I'm just going to give the cards a cut. You've now buried that card in between the center. Pick up the supposed 2 cards, the queen of hearts and queen of diamonds, move the bottom card to the side, and show the queen of hearts and queen of diamonds. Pick up the deck, and you're just going to drop the queens off on the deck as you place the supposed queens over there, but you're really placing the blank cards over there. A real simple way of doing this, as you're squaring the cards, lift up from the back, let 2 cards drop, and just get a thumb break. Real simple. Show the queens. The reason you're bringing them towards the deck is you're squaring up the cards and you need something to butt them against. As you square up, drop the 2 queens, place the 2 blank cards off to the side. Place the deck down, ask them to name the diamonds or hearts, doesn't matter, let's say they name hearts, snap the fingers, show that the hearts has completely disappeared, spread the deck, and show that the queen of hearts is the only card face up in the middle of the deck. Say, look, we'll leave the queen there. As you square the cards up, turn the deck in for in, which allows the diamond now to show. Place the deck down. Say, we're going to do, oh, now miscall it, say, oh, the queen of diamonds, as if you really forgot what it was. Just a nice little subtlety to say that's what it was. Snap the fingers. Show it's gone. Triumphantly show that the queen of diamonds is now the only one. The queens have vanished and reappeared in a ghostly manner inside the ghost deck. this is your setup. This is a really neat little effect. It's real quick, but it's a lot of fun, and it's real visual, very visual. You're going to need, from your ghost gaff, one of the blank cards, okay, with the ghost gaff or the ghost on the back, and then a really special card. You'll go through, and it has the 6 of spades on the back, ghostly imprinted on the back of a ghost card. On the front, it's blank, okay? And you also need a regular 6 of spades from your regular ghost deck. Your setup is very, very easy. Regular 6 of spades, the ghost imprinted 6 of spades side up, and the blank card on top of that. Now, you're going to force them to pick the 6 of spades. You're just going to riffle force, swing cut the top half over into the left hand, hold a break once again between the 2 packets. You're going to riffle down with your thumb, have them say stop, wherever they say stop, lift up at the break in the back, come over, there's the place they said stop. Place everything on top, and now you're going to do a triple lift, all right? Easiest way to do this, as you take the card off, do a wrist turn. Say, do you know what your card was? As you wrist turn, push 2 cards off, get a break with your pinky under the 2 cards. Of course, this is wrist turn at the same time you're doing this. That's where they said stop. Do you know what your card is? Push, get your break, come back, place it on top. Now you've got a 3-card break. Turn the cards over as 1. And now, refer you back to Wayne Houchin's effect called the Colt 45 pip switch on this DVD, where the 4 and the 5, magically the club jumped onto the 4. It's the paintbrush change. You're going to do the exact same thing here. But this time, you're going to take all 3 cards, and you're going to hold them very still so they don't get out of whack, all right? Pull them over off to the right edge side of the pack. Do the paintbrush change, pulling 1 card off. You'll get a visual transference of those spades right to the back of the card. Now this is very important. While you're doing this, and the card is face up, you say, look, I want you to watch, call attention to the spades. As you call attention to the spades, say, also, I want you to watch the back of this card. You're just holding the 3 cards as one. Watch the back of this card. Do the paintbrush change, and it visibly transfers from 1 card completely blank to the back. A very magical looking effect. Ace of diamonds, Ace of clubs, Ace of hearts. Watch. One, 2, 3. All right, so what you're going to need for this one is you're going to need your broken aces for this, and you're going to put them in a very interesting grip here. It's almost like an edge grip with coins, okay? But you're going to hold it between your middle finger and the flesh of your ring and middle finger like that, okay? From the front, you got nothing. From here, that's what you got, okay? Pick up your other 3 aces, just as a quick. Show the ace of diamonds, show the ace of clubs, show the ace of hearts. Don't turn this way or this way. You'll be able to see the cards. This is a version just to sit down. As you turn the cards over, here's what's going to happen from the front. You're going to turn them over. As you turn them over, your finger is going to push them back. They're going to fall into your lap as these cards are deposited onto the table. All right? Get your grip. 1 time from the front again. But this is not seen because you're turning your body at the same time as the move is happening. Ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, ace of hearts. Turn them over. and the move's done. Continue on. 1, 2, 3. Show the ace of diamonds is broken. Show the ace of clubs is broken. Show the ace of hearts is broken. All right, in this section, what we're going to do is we're going to take just some of the other gaff cards, not all of them, and we're going to give you just a couple things that you can do with them. Really spur your creativity and get you on the kind of a line of thinking of where you can go with all these gaff cards and how to use them all. So another variation you can do with the Erdnase change is taking the king of diamonds that has the pip halfway down the middle, and you ask people to watch the red diamond. Watch it. Don't take your eyes off the red diamond. Do it real slow so you can actually see it. Watch. As you start to move it all the way down, right about there, right to the center, completely printed onto the card. It's a nice little subtlety. It's a nice little gaff you can use just to visibly pull down that pip. So you're going to force the two of clubs with a riffle force or some force that you like, and that's going to be placed off to the side. You're going to show your coffin guy card and have them look at it pretty closely. Show him that he's just lying in the coffin. Ask them to hold on to it, put it in between their hands, and say, look, if I take the two of clubs, we can actually take the essence right out of the two. Watch. I got it right here, just like Ghostbusters. If I wave it over the guy, he actually sucks the two right through to him. All right, so what you're going to need is your coffin guy card and the coffin guy card with the two of clubs. This goes on top of the coffin guy card. You got a break under the two cards. You're going to force them the two of clubs. Either way you want, riffle force, doesn't matter. Turn over the two cards as one. Have them look at the coffin guy. Place the top card, which is the two of clubs coffin guy, into their hand. Take the two of clubs. Place it on the bottom. Now on the bottom you also have a blank card. Okay, one blank card. Don't show that. Just take the two of clubs, put it on the bottom, and turn the cards over. Do a simple Erdnase change. As you come forward, grab the essence of the two off, drop it, show the two of clubs. Another cool thing to do, if you know the rub-a-dub vanish that's off of Crash Course 2, as the card is placed off to the side, take the two, do the rub-a-dub vanish, take the essence off, drop it right onto the guy. Let's say they've selected the 10 of diamonds and the 3 of diamonds. You're going to take the cards, place it on the table, smack it one time, forms into the 13 of diamonds. 10 and 3, and your 13, that's all you need. Put the 13 behind the 10 and 3, show the cards, same exact move. Come, drop the two cards on top of the pack, move forward with the one card, immediately smash it, and show the 13 of diamonds. These are some neat little color cards that come with the Ghost gaff. So it's just a regular queen of spades, like a bicycle queen on the face, but on the back, of course, it's a ghost. So you could have your ghost queen on top, place your other queen on top of that, either do a shapeshifter change at this point to show all the colors gone, or take the two cards, and as you go back and forth, your hand's going to rotate like that. So back and forth, and it changes. Either way, you get a nice little change, and the color gets sucked out of the card. Either way. Place it back on top, and you can show, of course, it's still a ghost card. All right, for the sake of consistency, we've been using the ghost gaff for this DVD. However, if you have the tiger deck, you can do a lot of the same tricks with your tiger deck and your tiger gaff deck. 80 to 90% of the cards are in the tiger deck that was in the ghost gaff. So let's show some of the things that you can do that are almost similar. For instance, the moving pips, the spades, with the diamonds and the ghost, you can do the exact same thing with the spades with the tiger gaff. This is really cool. You have two jokers, And one is holding the 4 of clubs, which is the face out. The other one, it's face down. Do something real simple. Force the 4 of clubs on somebody. Have this card on top. Show this card as the joker is holding this card. Do a simple top change as you place the card down. Or if you can't do a top change, something real easy to do, just do a double lift to show the card, and then place it down, and then reveal the card at will and show that the joker is now holding the 4 of clubs. It's a really neat trick to do with the tiger. Something else, just kind of neat. Force the 4 of spades on someone. You're going to have this on top of the 4 of spades. You do a double lift, show the regular 4 of spades. As you turn it over, you're placing the gaff card down. You have someone pick up their card and you're holding on to it. Say, look, usually I can find the card by fingerprints. Have them touch the card a few times. Then have them put the card back into the pack. I say, I'm going to find your card. I'm going to find your card. Look for the fingerprint card. That's all you're doing. As soon as you find it, pull it out and say, your card, the 4 of spades. They say, yes. They say, I found it because of your fingerprint. And show that their fingerprint is right on the middle of the 4 of spades. A nice little vanish, or not a vanish, but a nice little visual thing that you can do is with the 3 of clubs. Have a regular 3 of clubs on top of this. Come over, do an Erdnase change, and as you come back to do the Erdnase, your fingers start to slide and slowly start to smear the 3 of clubs as you shake the paint off and give it to them. A neat little neat little visual thing that you can do. And also, don't forget that Illusionist is coming out with a normal red bicycle gaff deck that you're going to be able to do most of these tricks with that deck as well.
Hey guys, welcome to my little part of the gaff deck DVD here. Good to be on the DVD, if only for a few minutes. What happened today was the proof for the red normal everyday bicycle gaff deck that we've been working on. The proof, not a deck of cards yet, but the proof came in today. And so I wanted to grab that proof, get it on camera, and show you at least on the proof what these cards look like, soul searching for what would be the very best cards given the reactions that we've seen and what really worked for people and what we could come up with this one. Instead of the 4 of diamonds, with this red gaff, you've got the 4 of spades. So here you're going to do Justin's thing of pulling the pips over from one corner to the next. 4 and the 5, that's the pip switch right there. The shattered aces, you can see look a little bit different than with the other decks. They're a little more shattered into fine pieces. You've got your 2 3.5s. Boy, don't ignore those. I just saw Justin do it so many times out on the street, and just the funniest, wildest reactions from people. On the other side of those 2 plain cards, this is the bicycle box. Okay, we've got bicycle rider back playing cards. So these are what's gonna make the tuck box look completely natural and normal. We've got our blurred cards. We've got our wonderful Skull Kings. Only this time, lots of color. So with the Skull Kings, it's so cool because you could do a trick like Mercury, and have all those kings change into Skull Kings at the very end instead of aces. Be pretty cool. King of Diamonds, I actually designed this card. This is for the Erdnase. I'd have to do it this way, and I can't quite reach around. But this is really cool because you just grab the pip with an Erdnase change and drag it down, and be sure to go and slowly peel it off. And you move it, then immediately hand the card out for inspection. There you've got your spades, a little darker with the red gaff. We darkened them in a little bit more. That's for the sudden transference of pips. You get your mirror image 5. You can see it starting to fade over here. You can see that the queens start to fade, and then they go right down to a blank card over here. Ghost Raven here, which is some incredible artwork. Notice that what we did was increase the socket in the card that doesn't have the eyeball there. And then with the 5 of spades, we increase the size so it's very, very easy to see that the Ghost Raven has looked into the depths of the spirit world and come back with what your card was in his eyeball. He's a cool little dude. And then we've got the skeleton in the deep, deep 6-foot grave. And you make the 2 of You make the two of clubs disappear, and then all of a sudden sucks the essence out, and he's holding it in the grave. And even his little hand is coming up to hold it and present it. Down to the three of spades right here. We did a little more work on the artwork here. So you're going to do an Erdnase change, and then you're going to just come down and drag. You're going to drag the ink right off of it. You've got your skull ace. This is incredible. Look at that artwork. Imagine what that's going to be like when you grab a normal, everyday bicycle ace of spades and you do a shapeshifter and the skull pops out. It's like one of those horror movies. Or someone's holding it for a long time and they don't notice. And you tell them that cards have life, cards have personality, cards have a reality to them. You say, look at that ace of spades you've been holding. That's the card you wanted, but look, it's coming alive. Maybe a person's wearing a black shirt. You say, look, I can take a fingerprint. You take the four of spades, put it on their shirt, on their black shirt, then come back and do an Erdnase, get right into the right spot, and your shirt has a little too much ink. Look at that. Here's our little voodoo guy. We made him a little bit different for the red bicycle gaff deck. And he's displaying a card right here with the pins. What if you took a bunch of pins and they're holding the card and you put the pins on top of the card, and then let's say that you had an M5 on your arm. The M5 picks up all the pins and they're gone. And then you've got their two hands and they're holding, and you talk and all those pins are still on there, but they don't know that they're gone. And all of a sudden you tell them slowly, lift your hands off. They lift their hands off, turn over the card. The voodoo guy absorbed the pins right into the card. And was that your card, the Six of Hearts? Can you imagine? Just start using your imagination as to what other things you can bring in. You've just got to take every card and look at it and say, okay, how can I bring reality into that card? How am I going to do it? You know? And you give them this face up. And you say, that's your card. And they say, it's not my card. And you say, well, sometimes this card can reveal your card. For example, turn it over for a minute. They turn the card over and there's a zipper. Meanwhile, on the face of the deck, you're getting, or on the back of the deck, you're getting this ready. This is all set, okay? Then you would take this card from them. A zipper. Can you ask them if they can pull the zipper down? No, I can't touch it. It's printed on the back of the card. Well, with magic, sometimes you can do that, and you would place the card on the face of the pack, but covering the other card at the same time, held in mechanic's grip right here. Boom, that's on top. So this card right here is on top of that card now. You'd simply do an Erdnase. And look what we did. We deliberately positioned this for an Erdnase right in this corner. So what you can do is you're holding this like this, right? That's in mechanic's grip. You're going to do your Erdnase, and this will be where your hand is. You grab the corner, but it's now this one, and you start and you show them that the Eight of Hearts actually could reveal their card. Okay, we've got the Ten of Spades. Several people kind of asked for this, having it in different colors. It's a normal red back card, but it is spades, only you've changed the color from all black to all red. Think of a theme for that. Here's our classic little Joker guy. He's completely black and white dude except for holding one miniature card. You could take the Two of Spades, you show them the card, they say it's not yours. Let's say you do a top change or some kind of change. It could be a double lift, whatever. You hand it back to them. They're holding on to this card, but it's already this card, okay? But you know what corner that is, but they're holding it face down so they don't know that. Then you take it back and you grab the card and you say, wait a minute, I'm going to just try to do something here. Sometimes these cards don't print right. And you just, I'm just going to take the ink. Look. That's one of my favorite cards right there. I love that one. The bullet hole. A lot of people asked for the king to get a shot to the heart there or wherever. Have them hang on to the normal 10 for a while. Maybe they choose it out of a deck and you force it. And then you pick it up and they've been holding it, they've been looking at it, and then all of a sudden you take it from them and you just come over and to the side and do a top change. Just do it slow. Come up and, okay, you've been holding this for a while, it's a good card, right? And bam, you're up here. So it's in this motion, top change, wham. You hold it up back to the audience and you say, look, wait a minute. You look at it, no, not done yet. So use your acting skills. Bam, bam. There we go. Look, and slowly turn it around and hand it out to them. It's so cool. Don't ask me why, but when pips start moving, people, they just don't expect it. They just don't expect to see stuff moving on playing cards, especially when it's been printed. I can't tell you how powerful it is. This is the new Masters Edition. This is the Ace of Spades. Now, on the real Masters Edition red bicycle normal deck, it's just a normal deck, but it has a beautiful Ace of Spades designed by Jason Brumbelow. We gave you guys an alternate ace here that you can use with your Masters Edition normal deck if you prefer to have a little skull in there rather than the bird. It's the same bird actually with the wings, but this one has a skull. Okay, so that's just an additional card. Look, it's a really cool joker with the little mundus vulpecepi, and which means the world invites deception. Okay, this was the original joker for the ghost deck way back when, like over a year or two ago. This was the joker that we were going to have instead of that little dude on the horse. It's got a trick built in as well. Okay, notice that there's nothing right here with the joker right here, and notice you've got a playing card, a ghostly ace of clubs right here, just starting to show up. So you can do a shapeshifter change, or you can do an Erdnace and just start to go like this, and then suddenly remove it. And the joker from the spirit world, from the ghost world, reveals the ace of clubs for you. Right next to that, again, we have an alternate ace of spades. And this is one of the renditions for the ace of spades that was going to be possibly for the ghost deck when we were really making it ghostly. It's got an eye in the middle. It's got the hand. It's got a little phrase. I'm going to let you look that up on the internet right there. An ace with no pip whatsoever in it. Now that'll be your normal, everyday bicycle ace of spades. It's simply missing the pip, so you can pull it off. You can move it. On the back of this ace of hearts is the pip. So what you could do is you could be holding them and do that move that Justin does, where you're holding the ace of spades face up right here, and this and another card, and you go bam, and you would take the pip right off and put it onto the back of the card. The tally-ho ace is so beautiful, and it's a different, and a lot of people really like the tally-ho ace. I thought, why not take that tally-ho ace and put it on a red bicycle back, just in case you prefer using that ace of spades with your red deck. Or, let me show you another idea. Look at the different ace of spades we have here. This ace of spades, we've got this ace of spades, we've got this ace of spades, we've got this ace of spades, and we've got your normal ace of spades from the normal deck. You could take 4 ace of spades and do some kind of packet trick, some kind of invisible palm routine, some kind of ace routine made up of all different ace of spades from wherever. You make up the story. There's so much opportunity for presentation and showmanship. This 4 of spades has what looks like a normal back, okay? Built in to the scroll work, it says 8 of hearts. Now, if the camera can't see it, it's going to come with your deck. Get it out and have a look at it. Because with this, when you've grabbed that card and you've come up with the wrong card on the other side of it, it's the 4 of spades, and that's not my card. Well, wait a minute, sometimes it can reveal. And you're going to take it, and just slowly, and ask them to see if they see the reveal. And you just slowly move. And you'll do that with the card. And they'll actually see their card, the Eight of Hearts, pop out of the writing. And they'll probably finally see it. They won't see it at first, and then they will. This is possible for you to do this yourself on a card, but it's much easier if we do it and make it look right. Being there and burning up so many cards in the studio here for this particular trick we were working on, and it's really hard to get the thing to show up right. It just does all kinds of funky things, and the card bends and warps. It's almost impossible. So here's a perfect card, and what you can do is hold a lighter underneath it and just wave it around, or have them wave it around, and it comes out in the form of a K, C, a King of Clubs. On the other side of that, this is just a Four of Clubs. It's an aged and cracked and yellowed Six of Spades. Think of all the presentation opportunities for this. I mean, you can really take people down the garden path and show them what can happen to a card. It looks like it's been in the gutter, sitting there in the sun. I mean, even the back is completely cracked. Could do an Erd and Ace and just suddenly put age. Go back 50 years. Go forward 50 years. This is what the deck will look like. This is something that I came up with as well. Check this card out right here on the back. What it has is, even with the white edges right around here, it has a piece of a blue card in the middle, but exactly where it should be, matched up with the angels. Well, what does that mean? What could you possibly do with that? Well, let me show you one really good thing. I don't have this card yet, obviously, because it's the proof. So what I did was I just took a little blue marker here, a blue Sharpie, and just colored this in so you can kind of see it. I'm going to show you what you're going to do. You're going to tear this off of a blue card, off of a blue deck, and then you're going to use it in an effect. Check this out. Let's just say that you introduce this card to the deck, and you quickly, without anyone seeing, cut it to the middle. Just rub your hand on that. There's nothing there, right? Okay, so let's say to get it to the top, you flip the deck over, and at the same time you do a half pass. So that card that was in the middle of the deck, which is this one down here, is now at the top. Okay, so just pretend that that's that card right there. Okay, so it's sitting there, and if you don't know how to do a pass, you're going to have to just figure out another way to get that on the top of the deck, and you're going to kind of turn it over like that. You actually can tear the little angel, the circle out. It's just like a quarter. You can tear it right out fairly easily just by tearing around and kind of using the thumb of your left hand to tear around a quarter size right around the circle, like so. Like that. And if it's a little jagged, that's great, because so is that. It practically matches. And once you know what yours looks like, you can kind of get it. You'll see the way it's just a little bit outside of the circle, almost all the way around. So you get that. You pick up your deck again. Do something just for a moment to distract the people. So you say, was that your card? Was that your card? And you point to it right there. While they're doing that, at any point, look what you're going to do. Just lick the back of this blue circle after you've done. Just a little bit. That's all it takes. Then you take the, check this out. You take the little, you show it on both sides, and you go watch. And you hold it right here. Done. And you turn it over, and there it is. You palm off the circle, see, at the same time. But this is going to look a lot better than just a Sharpie on the back of it. And at the same time, you rub off any spit that might be left there. And that card is what's going to be showing. You let it fall off the deck, and you hand it to them. And in the meantime, they're looking at that. They associate that blue circle with the one that's now on the back right here. So as you're coming across and showing it, as you're coming across, they're going to be looking at that, and you just pull off that piece. And you just tore a quarter-size circle off of a blue card and stuck it. And look at how beautiful that is. You're holding it right here, all of a sudden, and you let go. Done. You can show both hands. And that's when you're just showing, and it's done. Look. Bam. You took a piece of a blue and you put it in the middle of a red. That one trick is worth the cost of the deck alone. I mean, it's got to seal your reputation. And that's only the first thing that I thought of to do with it. Think of what else you can do with that. Awesome. This has one addition down here on the barcode. I think it was Richard Adams sent this barcode. It actually looks like numbers and letters, but guess what it says? 3 of spades. So much opportunity. I mean, how many tricks are there in this thing? How much opportunity? We've put everything in your lap. We put everything in your hands right here. And it's normal, everyday red bicycle deck. There's nothing you can't do here. So I'm really glad I got the opportunity to come on here, even just for a short while, and tell you some of my different ideas for this particular deck and what you can do with it, and just encourage you, to just go all out with your creativity. Look at the cards and see what you want to do. See what comes to you. You guys have great ideas. Don't put it past yourself. You can really, really come up with some good stuff. You'll be amazed at how the simplest little things that you don't expect are going to produce a reaction in people really do. And once you find one of those little gems, simple gems, that's when you start working it, try that out a few different ways and see what it produces even more of a reaction. Hone it until you get it all the way down. We're very, very proud of this, this gaff deck. We want to revolutionize the gaff deck, industry, so to speak, with all this incredible artwork. I've never seen artwork like this before. So take it, run with it, go out there on the street and smoke them, baby. Thanks to Justin Miller also for doing a fantastic job of this DVD. The guy is brilliant. Alrighty, see you later.
Hold on, I want you to think of a card. Any card. Don't tell me what it is, just think of it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I mean, shuffling the cards.
A little something like shuffling.
I gotta teach you some shuffle.
Yeah, I guess
That's called a shuffle. That's what that is.
Ghetto
It's
shuffle.
a ghetto shuffle. You got a card?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Hold out your hand for me. I'm going to try something here. Look at me.
So are you going to guess my card?
Well, hold on. Look at me. Send the thought of the card to me. Perfect.
I swear to God, if this is my
Keep
card,
your hand on top of
down,
that. Just put your hand on top of that for me. Put your other hand on top. Don't move for a second. You could have named any card. What was your card? Just name it out loud. Name it out loud.
Oh, King of Spades.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God, bro! Get your bitch ass out of here.
I don't know.
Show the camera.
Hey, this nigga is... So, Justin, what made you start doing card tricks?
Prison.